In this episode, Andy gets a snappy response fishing in the Proserpine River. We hunt for cassowaries and we visit a sugar plantation museum in Innisfail. But first we have to wait for the train. We stopped at the Proserpine River crocodile lookout for a spot of fishing. Andy walked down the bank a little and a youngish lady and man rushed up, snapping, "Come up, come up! Don't go down there. There's a croc that lives in that water and he will attack you." She was very animated and convincing and wouldn't stop snapping at him until he came back up at the bank. Shortly after she left, the croc tour boat came by and stopped just opposite where we were fishing and sat there for a few minutes whilst the tourists happily snapped photographs of the local crocodile on the bank. Lesson learned to take note of croc signs. As we travel on to Innisfail, we notice the scenery changes from sugarcane to banana plantations.
Should be lovely on a nice day.
It would be, actually.
How annoyed now about crocodiles.
Yeah. So we're on Etty Beach and we've been told that if we walk along Etty Beach we'll see cassowaries. So we're sort of keen to see something today because so far we've drawn a big red cross on everything that we've tried to do today. So it's a bit annoying. Things have been closed, people have been sick, so there's... Anyway. But the other thing that we're having a problem with here is the crocs. So we have to be careful about where we walk and keeping our eyes open all the time for the crocs. just in case they pop up. So if you see a croc, give out a shout so that we can run. Apparently you've got to run sideways, zigzag, as they can't chase you if you do zigzag trip. Who knows? So at the moment we're that desperate we wouldn't mind seeing either cassowary or a croc at the moment, wouldn't we? Oh look! Oh no, there's thingies on there. I thought they were crab footprints then for a minute. I got excited. Crab footprints. Crocodile footprints. Oh, see rookie Aaron not wearing real shoes. No, those aren't real shoes. They're certainly not hiking shoes. Or rock climbing.
It's all the corks in that.
Oh yeah. Changed your mind, it's too deep down that end. Yeah. I thought you were being a bit brave.
You okay?
Yep. Trees. I just noticed the palm just fell down and look, coconut. Really heavy, so hopefully it's ripe enough. We'll take it back and see. So we're still on the hunt for cassowaries, and we spotted a
or anything beginning with C.
Yeah. For 3 kilometres there's meant to be cassowaries, so I've got the camera out just in case, you never know. It's the cassowary alarm, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We've done 3 kilometres yet. I don't reckon you're going to see any. It's amazing the process sugar goes through. Once the cane is cut and transported to the processing facilities, it's shredded and crushed between rollers to extract the juice, usually within less than 12 hours. The unused bits of sugar cane, bagasse, fuels the furnace. The cane juice is then heated twice and goes through a clarifying process. The sludge on the bottom becomes food for the soil. It then goes through 2 more boiling processes, which turns the juice to molasses. What is not turned into rum or other products goes through another boiling process and becomes raw sugar. Not the stuff we use in baking and drinks. That's a whole other process that's done at a refinery elsewhere. Can you actually go up? Oh, you can.
Steering wheel.
The old machinery trains and horses are how they used to transport and process sugar in the past. It would have been tough back then. Well behaved, these horses, they don't move much.
we've been in Innisfail for a couple of days because we were camping in the national park and it was just wet and raining and we needed to do some washing, and so we decided to stay in a sort of caravan park in Innisfail.
Yeah, and it's a nice park, meticulously clean.
Yeah, super clean.
The camp warden, I mustn't call him a camp warden, he didn't like that. But the guy that was running it, yeah, he's really lovely. I think his name was Steve.
Don't know.
I can't remember if that was right or not. But anyway, the only biggest issue for the campsite was the fact that you were right on the main road, and it was as noisy as anything. Really noisy.
We knew it was on the main road when we camped there because there was nowhere else, or nowhere better. There's
3 or 4 campgrounds in Innisfail, but they're all on the same main road. So it's the same situation. It doesn't make any difference which one you choose. But this one was really beautifully clean.
We decided to stop for a couple of days and just catch our breath, get our washing done, and sit out the rain a bit. But it's been raining consistent. It's quite warm. It's 23. It's 10 o'clock, 10 in the morning. It's 23 degrees. But it's just been non-stop, and it's not necessarily torrential rain. It's just, well, it is now and again, but it's just persistent.
And the camper trailer now is totally soaking wet. Even inside now we're starting to get wet, so it's getting a bit miserable because we're so wet. Our feet are soaking.
But that is, they get a lot of rain here. That's why they grow sugar here,
apparently,
on the coast. So we maybe shouldn't be surprised, but it was just the first lot of rain that we've had since leaving Sydney.
And that is unfortunately the downsides of having a camper trailer as opposed to a real caravan. Whereas a caravan, you can just get out, attach it, and go off, and you don't get wet. Whereas you get absolutely soaked just putting it down. But there's lots of things you can do in a camper trailer that you can't do in a caravan. So
yesterday we went out to the winery, which was really good.
Oh yeah, the fruit winery. Yeah, it was really good.
Fruit winery.
And I didn't actually realise. I thought it was like real wine, but with a bit of fruit flavouring in it. But it wasn't. It's literally made just from fruits.
I think it's called Murdering Point. Murdering Point Winery.
Yeah.
It's on the Murdering Point Road. They were very friendly. You can do a tasting there. I think it's $5 for a tasting, but if you buy a bottle of anything, they don't charge you the $5.
And you could have anything on the menu as well. So if you really wanted to be really cheeky, you could have all of their tastes for $5. Was really good, and the samples were good size, weren't they?
Yeah, they were really.
I mean, we shared one because I was driving, and I'm not actually meant to drink it, but I was doing it anyway just because I could.
We bought a couple of. They got some. They had so all their wines and drinks, if you like. They got some liqueurs as well. Are unusual. Bought 2 of the ports, a white port and a really dark. I forget what they were called now. Devil's White and Devil's Black. And again, I forget which. I think the white port was made from pineapple.
That's right. Yeah.
And that was really good. The black, the really dark port, I forget what it was made of. But the fruit that you wouldn't normally associate with. With port.
It reminded me of figs, actually, the fruit, but I can't. It wasn't figs. It was something else with it.
But they were the pick for us, and they were reasonably priced. I think the bottle of port was $28, which I thought was good value.
And I really liked the coffee liqueur. So if you like coffee liqueur, that is the place to go because they're really good coffee liqueur.
Anyway, we're now heading to Corunda.
Yes. Barron Falls is a steep-tiered cascade waterfall within the national park. You can either hike the short walk along the walkway and stairs, or you can take the scenic railway trip from Cairns to Corunda on the heritage-listed railway line, or via the Skyrail Rainforest Cableway in Corunda. In 2009, the Barron Falls was announced as one of the Q150 icons of Queensland for its role as natural attraction. The waterfall is barely a trickle due to the weir behind the head of the falls that supplies the Barron Gorge hydroelectric power station located downstream, but during the wet season it's spectacular. Next time on You'll Go Wild, we head to Cairns and take a chilly swim in Stony Creek and spot a croc. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and share.